the 6 Japanese techniques to overcome laziness. Number 1. Ikigai. Discover your purpose in life. Find something that makes you want to wake up each day because your purpose fuels you. Number 2. Kaizen. Focus on small improvements each day instead of trying to do everything at once. Number 3. The Pomodoro Technique. Work for 25 minutes without distractions. Take a break for 5 minutes, and then repeat. It's a great way to get more done in less time. Number 4. Hara Hachibu. Don't stuff yourself with food. When you're 80% full, stop eating. This will increase your energy. Number 5. Shoshi. Approach every task like a beginner, with the same curiosity as if you were doing it for the first time. Number 6. Wabi-sabi. Embrace imperfection instead of stressing over every little detail. Taking action is better than waiting for perfection, because it is often unattainable.
Alright, Shalom. This is Ariel Ben Yasharallah down here in the Lions Den camp. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Rachak, Quadash, Ma'amath. A double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. A double honor to my elder as well, Harwan Ben Yasharallah down here in the Lions Den camp. And a sincere water to the Akim, the Akwatim, and the Bunyam, the brothers, the sisters, and the children who are pushing the truth and believe it with sincerity. The water, Shalom. The video you just saw was about 6 Japanese ways to stop laziness, and the lesson I'm doing right now was inspired by the brother of this camp, Arayala, about no laziness, because his video really hit me at a time when I was feeling real lazy. So I saw this little thing on Facebook, and it made me think about 6 Israelite ways to get rid of laziness. So I'm gonna play the first. Well, you saw the video, but the first one, I forget his Japanese name, but I got Ecclesiastes. I thought about this. This is 12:12. It says, "And further, by these, my son, be admonished of making of many books there is no end, and much study is weariness of flesh." Going off and trying to get something other than the scriptures. Okay, trying to have something that goes that you try to put along with the scriptures when the scriptures themselves stand alone. Of course, you have Babylon and Timbuktu, and you have the Zondervan's compact dictionary, Bible dictionary that can help further research. But at the same time, you don't need any other philosophical books or anything like that. All right, because with much study is weariness of flesh. And verse 13 right here is the main point. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. I think the first one was matter of fact, let's get it real quick.
Overcome laziness. Number 1. Ikigai. Discover your purpose in life.
Right.
Find something that makes you want to
discover your purpose in life. Find something that makes you want to wake up each day. So and what that should be is, going back to Ecclesiastes, the whole duty of man, chapter 12, verse 12. It's like chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh. All right, so fearing Yahweh, all right, and keeping his commandments. That's the whole duty of man. And going into that fear, I'm going to go ahead and get Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So when it says the whole duty of man is to fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, all right, that first step of fearing the Lord is verse 10, Proverbs 9, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. For by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. So fearing Yahweh is the first step, and then following his commandments, making those commandments your lifestyle. The path that you walk, the way you live your life.
Overcome laziness. Number 1. Ikigai.
All right, now
discover your purpose in life.
Proverbs.
Find something that makes you want to wake up each day because your purpose fuels you.
Right, and that should fuel you.
Number 2. Kaizen. Focus on small improvements each day instead of trying to do everything at once.
Focus on small improvements each day instead of doing everything. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 24, verse 16, it says, "For a just man falleth 7 times, and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief." And so this is the scripture I thought of on that second one, like not focus, not trying to do everything at once. All right, just trying to hone in. Know that you're gonna fall, but know that every time you fall, you should always look up towards the Lord. Always reach your hand out, because His hand is outreached unto us right now in this time of grace. All right. But in this time of grace, we need to be doing everything in our power to be as righteous as we can in this wicked kingdom, to make us holy and separate. All right.
Number 3, the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes without distractions. Take a break for 5 minutes, and then repeat. It's a great way to get more done in less time.
Right. And what I thought with that, now of course, that going to work for 25 minutes and then resting, and then going back to work, that's going into the studies, going into the history of Yahweh Shemash of the scriptures, jotting down stuff, writing notes. But at the same time, I thought about Proverbs 6:6. It says, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest." And the reason why I thought about this is, a few lessons ago when I wrote a few lessons ago when I made tune into the matrix of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, the matrix of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, nature, land, and everything around us. I took time and I actually looked at the ants, like actually going out there and honing in on just one ant, focusing on all of its movements, all of its interactions with other ants. And and you gotta like zoom out of it, and you gotta zoom back into it, and to see it work, just like the scripture saying, "Having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest." All right. So verse 6, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise." So getting wisdom from the ant, that having no guide, no overseer or ruler, all right, provideth her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the winter. So we also need to be in that like mind as well in these times to come, to truly overcome laziness. All right, always keeping our head down and working. All right, and overcoming laziness.
Number 4, Hara Hachibu. Don't stuff yourself with food. When you're 80% full, stop eating. This will increase your energy.
And for this one,
Number 5, Shoshi.
For number 4, for that one, let's talk about eating till you're 80% full. I really thought about that one. I thought about Matthew 6:11 when it goes into the prayer. All right, I'm gonna start at verse 9 and get to the point. On verse 11, Matthew chapter 6, verse 9. "After this manner, therefore, pray ye, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread." And that's it. All right, it's cool to go out and eat and everything, but at the same time, you shouldn't want to be having a mindset of an American and just fill yourself just because there is food there. You want to make sure that you eat till you're full, and you got it. Because at the same time, all the fat cells that we have in our body is meant to be stored up energy, so that way in times of famine, we don't die off immediately. All right, and we have to remember that times of famine are coming up. So I'm not saying get super fat, but at the same time, you wanna have a mind of moderation. All right, get to the next one.
Shoshi. Approach every task like a beginner. With the
Same
same curiosity
Same
as
curiosity.
if you were doing it for the first time.
Same curiosity doing for the first time, just like a child, is what I meant to say. This is Matthew chapter 18, verse 1. It says, "At the same time came the disciples unto Yahushua, saying, Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Yahushua called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven." All right, just similar to how Goku to ride the nimbus cloud, you had to be a pure of heart. All right, and that's what children are. Children are pure of heart, but they have to be taught, the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But at the same time, they have like natural humility. It said in the verse 5, and whoso shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones, and that's what's most evident in these times, that we don't know who each other are. We have to judge the spirit by the spirit, and anybody could be somebody. Anybody could be somebody. You thinking that you rebuking. Um, all right, so just like ISUBK or IUIC or Sakari, and how they deal in carnality and they try to shoo people off. They might shoot people off thinking that they have the skin color, just because they have the skin color of an Edomite, that they are an Edomite. But spiritually, you might be rebuking Noah, or somebody whom Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is dealing with, honestly. All right, not knowing who's who, so making sure that we're not boasting up against branches. Verse 6, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. So we want to make sure that we humble ourselves like little children, just like Yahushua said. And Yahushua, verse 2, and Yahushua called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and said, verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. Not being child-minded, like, not doing all that, but at the same time have an open imagination, have a humble spirit. All right.
Curiosity as if you were doing it for the first time. Number 6. Wabi Sabi. Embrace imperfection instead of stretching over every little detail. Taking action is better than waiting for perfection, because it is often unattainable.
And for that one, I just got it again. With the last one, the Japanese 6th one, it's pretty much the same as the second one, with not stressing the imperfections. We knowing that we wrestle against the flesh and the spirit. So Proverbs 24:16, for a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. Making sure that when you do slip up and offend the Lord, that you're not like, well, shit, I'm good, not falling into that mischief, not laying on that ground, but actually looking up to the Lord. All right, because you know that you stumble, and reaching your hand out to him for him to pick you back up, and for you to also help pick yourself back up as well. All right, so I pray and hope this lesson was edifying. Shalom.